What's up team, hello and welcome officially to Motosumo. My name is Ben, I am your instructor. I'm here in the studio in London, I'm here in the UK, ready to take you through your class. You've got 45 minutes with me, so we got a lovely amount of time to settle into this class. And what better class to settle into than an endurance game? What is endurance game? Endurance game is basically, think of like a marathon, think of like a long distance event, think of like literally opposite to sprints. Think slightly lower intensity for a long amount of time. This is about building your engine, this is about building your endurance, this is about building your long form cardio. We're gonna have a bit of fun whilst we do it, team. I'm gonna take you on that journey, taking you through all the resistances. That's how we're gonna do it. If you're doing that on-demand class right now, team, I want you to make sure you jump on one of our live classes. Just have a look at the schedule, find a class that's a good time for you, and there will be, because we've got instructors all over the world, and get involved. That's where you get to shout out your name, that's where you get to use those emojis, that's where it becomes a bit more interactive, and that's what we want. Also, if you're doing that team display right now, and I'm up on the big screen in the gym, make sure you download our app, because that's where you get to have that fun as well. Sweet, now that we've done that, we're gonna start this class. We're gonna start the way we always do here at Motosumo. Whether it's beginner, endurance game, strung together, whatever it is, we start in resistance 0. So what you do is I want you to just start your legs moving. Start those legs moving and find a resistance 0. Resistance 0 is basically nothing on your resistance. So I want you to lose every little drop of resistance you can on your bike, and then I want you to add a tiny bit. So I want you to add just a little bit of strength, a little bit of weight under those feet. Now that is what we call our resistance 1. That is the lowest resistance we're going to be going to until we get to your cool down in like 40 minutes. So you've got ages for that. Now that we've done that, let's get started. I'm going to put some bangers on. I'm going to talk you through how this works. In 3, 2, 1. Yes, Oro. How's it going? So you've got Oro and Stu. Just taking you through your resistance and your cadence. Your resistance is basically how heavy it is under your feet, or sort of your gears, because remember, everyone's got different bikes, everyone's got different bodies, everyone's all over the world. I want to make sure we are aligned. So we've got 4 main resistances that we work our way through. This is resistance 1 right now, and we go up to resistance 2, 3, and 4. 4 is that top one, 4 is that heavy one, 1 is your low one, 1 is nice and easy. And then 2 and 3 are in between. That's not to say you can't make little changes as well, but most of the time we'll be using those big block resistances that I'm going to describe during this warm-up. We could also change your cadence. Now, Motosumo, your cadence is basically your speed. And if you look at the bottom of your screen, bang, right there, hopefully I should have been pointing at it, that is your cadence meter. You can see that changing colors and you can see that changing numbers. Right now, all of us are in green zone. So green zone and resistance 1 is pretty easy. You've got blue, which is a bit lower than that, yellow, which is a bit higher than that, and then red is that fastest one. And we will be playing around with that red a little bit later on. We're just gonna gradually get you warm, and we're gonna play around with some resistance, some cadences, to see how that feels. All we can do is start with a 90-second push. So we're gonna go straight into a relatively long section. It's an endurance game after all. 90 seconds on the clock, in 90 to 100. Everyone goes in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Big up your team, I'm here in London, and as Stu will know, who's also in the UK, it is arctically cold at the moment. So I can tell you, it is nice being able to jump on a bike indoors and get a bit of warmth through your body. Stu knows what it's like. That's why we're here. Here to get warm, here to have a bit of fun, here to get a little sweat on. But everyone's got their own different reason for getting on a bike right now. So I want you to think of your reason, your sort of purpose, your goal of why you got on this bike, whether it's short term, just for this class, or long term, for your sort of why you do fitness, why you do indoor classes in general. And I want you to use that reason that's gonna get you through this class. Good, we got another 30 seconds here. It's really just feeling that, really sort of just settling into that pace. Settling into a bit of form, settling into a bit of technique as well. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely stuff. How's that, team? Let's go again. Another 90 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So we're going to jump back onto that pace. We're going to play around with cadence a little bit now. So this time I want us to speed up a little bit. So say you were in like 90 before, I want you to head up to nearly about 95. So we're going to add on 5 to that previous pace. So somewhere between 95 and 105. Lifting that pace up a little bit there. Yes, all right, yes, Stu. Oh, I'm already loving the start to this class. Very synchro. Very all together on that pace. Okay, we're going to take it up in cadence for that final 30. Adding 5 onto your cadence. In 3, 2, 1. Lift it up. If you want to lift it up again, go on the drop. Lift that pace, go! Three, 2, 1. Good, now we're getting to feeling now that we're feeling a little bit better, team. I'm doing this on Wednesday lunchtime. It's Wednesday lunchtime for me. On Wednesday, we're really settled into the week now. We've really got that feeling of how the week started. We're getting close to the weekend. I don't believe in like working towards the weekend though. You've got to treat every day as its own sort of positive thing. So that's what we're doing right now. I film my long classes. I do my long class on a Wednesday, and that's why I love it. Look at my neck. Let's enjoy this game. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it up in resistance. I'm going to keep the cadence the same, which means you're going to be working a little bit harder. Find that resistance too, find that sort of a bit more weight. So it needs to be a big enough jump for you to be able to feel that change and that next resistance. But it's still resistance 2, you've still got 3 and 4 to go till. Another 90 seconds we're going to put on the clock. 90 to 100. Resistance 2 in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Hey, I don't do no fake love. Tell the brush shape up. The way we lit, they throwing shade, but they never say nothing. Time that maze running. I've been on the stage done. My drip on.
So still 90 to 100. You know what? This time we've taken it up in resistance, so we're feeling heavier in those legs. Having to work a bit harder, but now's the time to think about that technique. So maybe just think, oh, it's easy. You're on a bike, just give me a little ride. But we want to keep those elbows tucked in, gentle bend in those arms. Shoulders roll back, nice, all right. Everyone try and stay in that yellow zone. Nice tune. Yo, a few weeks left of the year, team. We want to make the most of it. Don't wait to set those goals in January. How about you get a little head start? Yeah, it's all about enjoying yourself. December's a fun time. But needs a little bit of focus. Nice, on 30.
I get that check right. I'm so blessed, right? I'm in that jet pipe. I'm in that side. I'm in that new coupe. Got a bin fire. I said what I said, right? Yeah. I get that check right. I'm so blessed, right? I'm in that jet pipe. I'm in that new coupe. Got a bin fire. Next fashion week we touching pay. Yeah, that's necessary. Double G kid, she speaking French, but I'm not understanding. Mom said don't
3, 2, 1. All right, it's starting to feel that little bit warmer. That's what we're looking for, isn't it? That bit of warmth there. We go the same thing again. But you're going to add a little bit more. So maybe about 93 to 103. So as we start to lift that pace, as we start to get warmer, we have to push a bit harder. We're still sort of in your warm-up phase, but I want to get used to these longer phases. 90 seconds, a little bit faster. Number 2, in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
same time I'm Spike Lee. I know they tight, I turn my life into a pipe dream. She say she wanna sightsee. Let's start with what the night brings. Look at my neck, right? I get that check.
Nice, all right, yes, Judy. Oh, look at them numbers. So the resistance 2, I call resistance 2 your sort of race pace, because this is what we race in. And we ain't gonna race yet, we've got some races coming up later on. This is where we race. We don't race in resistance 1, it's too easy. It's too easy to get mad speed, and we don't want just mad speed, I want control and I want a bit of weight. So that's why I personally always race in that resistance 2. Good, another 30 seconds, lift up the pace. 3, 2, 1, go. Coming into that next track, lift it up. Yes, Alan. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest there. Lovely stuff. Cool. Rest there. We're going to go straight into a 4-minute section. We've only done 90-second sections so far. We want to lift it up. Resistance 3, 3, 2, 1, go. 80 to 90. Resistance 3. First time in this resistance 3. We've got a 4-minute section coming up. So Stu, we're in resistance 3 right now. Maybe adding a bit more resistance onto there. We should be in 80 to 90. And when I say these sort of cadences, I don't want you to just go there. I want you to be in a resistance that almost forces you to be in that stage. So if you feel like you could easily get up to 90, maybe even 100 now, you need to add some resistance. 20 seconds. Resistance 4, 3, 2, 1. Resistance 4. About 70 to 80 now. This should feel heavy. It's a bit of a grind here. Nice, 30 seconds. Formula section, you know what, we're going to repeat those exact things again. This is heavy. We get to come back to resistance 3, 80 to 90. In 3, 2, 1, let's go, back down. Go for that final minute before we get a nice long break, before we crack on with our long rounds today. We've got long rounds today, team. We're gonna head up into resistance 4 and we're gonna stand it up. First time standing up, so we can just get into it, we can just get used to it. But in that resistance 4, so we're about 60 to 70. So we bring that pace down, but it should be grinding away, it should be heavy. 10 seconds. Standing up. In. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hollowing that core out in that 60 to 70. Really driving it through here. 40 seconds. 10 seconds here. You get a minute break coming up. In 6, in 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, in 1. Boom. Back to resistance 1. You're in a break. So just allow those legs to go. How are we feeling? Feeling warm? Yeah. I know I am. And that's why I give you an extra long warm-up. Because it's a long class. So we need that long warm-up. Hopefully you're feeling ready. Those legs are feeling good. That resistance 1 means you can just sort of chill out in that green or blue without too much strain. 10 minutes to start off. 10-minute round. Yes, you heard me. It's endurance game. Come on. You're going to sort of play around with rolling hills. Sort of playing around with rolling resistances. And we'll be coming back to this resistance 1, but we're also going to use this resistance 1 as a sort of active recovery, as well as a sort of push pace. So we're going to start with 2 minutes in resistance 1 in the hundreds. 2 minutes on the clock, 10 minutes overall in those hundreds in 3, 2, 1, go! Good, yo, who's feeling Christmassy? Or who's feeling festive? I know I am. And I know not everyone celebrates Christmas, so whatever the end of the year means to you, team. You feeling it? I certainly am. There's sort of a buzz in the air. I've got a wedding this weekend. I'm going to a wedding this weekend. You know what? I think that's selfish to have a wedding around this time. This is the time I want to be, I don't know, going to work parties and stuff. I suppose a wedding is pretty nice as well. Celebrating love around this time. Yeah, why not? Sounds good to me. So we use this resistance 1 as a sort of, yes, Stu, I love that red zone. If you want to sort of dabble in that red zone, be my guest, mate. Oh, we got a drop coming up. Maybe you want to speed up that pace. 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Resistance 3, 80 to 90. 3, 2, 1, let's go. $80 to 90, that should have really slammed those brakes on. Those metaphorical and kind of, I guess, literal brakes. So you're on resistance 3 now. That should feel a lot different to that resistance 2. Good, it's only 30 seconds in this. 25 seconds time, get to drop it down to resistance 2, bang, and speed up. So these 10-minute rounds are not about absolutely smashing them out from beginning to end. It's endurance, so you've got to be aware of your breath. Obviously, don't hold back too much, but sometimes you just got to be aware. Resistance 2, 3, 2, 1, release, go! Love that pace. 25 seconds time. It's resistance 4, and we're up for 3 minutes. We've got a big old endurance climb coming up. 3 minutes on the clock. Standing up in 4, resistance 4, 3, 2, 1, up we go. I love this song. Curiosidad. That's what the song's called. 60 to 70, remember. Somewhere in those 60s. Yes, team. Three minutes here, so really getting those legs, feeling it. Ten seconds, we're halfway through your 10-minute round. We're also a minute into your resistance forward bit. 3, 2, 1. Another 5 minutes. Yeah. You know what? We're nearly halfway through this entire class as well. That's quite a nice moment for a 45-minute. Look at that. Pretty much already halfway. Mm. 'Kay, another minute. Good, so 40 seconds. We're gonna sit it down and we're gonna actually reverse what we did earlier, sort of. So we're gonna hit resistance 2 for a minute. Oh boy, that's gonna feel good. Resistance 3 for a minute, and then resistance 1 for a minute to give me that final sprint. Ten seconds, sit it down. Coming into that next track. Yes, Stu. Yes, Oro. Sitting down in 3, 2, 1. Resistance 2, 90 to 100. There's that speed. Yes, Stu. Go on, Oro. Bring it up. Get in that yellow zone. Yes. 15 seconds. It's resistance 3. So we're going to put that weight back on to then release it up for that final minute. Resistance 3. In 3, 2, 1. Take it up. Slowed it down there a little bit. Think about that form. Think about keeping that center of gravity in the middle. Knees parallel, remember. Full 360 motion going on. Find that strong position that you know to keep pushing on. Bit of a moody song, this. It's going to take us into that final 20 minutes. Woo! And more importantly to that, sooner You get a 1 minute breather coming up in a little bit. Resistance 1. Speed team, resistance 1, let's go. Three, 2, 1. And rest. Unreal. You know what, it's a bit of that, but you know what, we got through a big 10-minute round there. In that resistance 1, just keep your legs going, whatever facet you fancy. Woo, God, that gets you warm, doesn't it? Happy endurance game. Okay. We're here. We're ready. We've got a 2-minute round coming up. Just a little mini 2-minute round. Then we've got another really big round and then another finisher. It's your first race. 2 minutes, because it's an endurance game. Resistance 2, coming up. 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Speed team. Halfway. Yes, Stu, get in that red zone. All right, come on. It's basically an endurance game. Race, isn't it? 2 minutes. A 2 minutes race. That's a long race. Six, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest there.
Well, miss, I guess I'll be on my way now.
How's that, team? Have a look at those numbers. Those ridiculous numbers. Breathe there. We've got another nice long round for you. It's gonna be 7-minute round. And then we got a nice little race to finish on as well. Yo, remember these numbers. Those are your numbers that you set for yourself. We don't worry about them for now. We've got a 7-minute round coming up. Big 7-minute round. I'm gonna start with 2 minutes of resistance 1. It's the same way we start all our rounds. And I say all our rounds, all of our big 2 rounds. Give you a nice long amount of time to recover. Resistance 1, drop it down. 7 minutes on the clock, starting with 2 minutes. In 3, 2, 1, let's go! Think about that goal you set for yourself. About how you want to sort of deal with this class, how you want to come out of it, how you want to feel. I know what my goals are. Everyone's got their own goal. Okay, another minute there. All right, keep it up, hundreds. Try to keep up in that 100 mark. Come on, I want to see you out there. Lovely, consistent pace. Stu, my guy. Yes. All right, you legend. Nice vibe to this song. Just keeps you going nice and steady on that pace. 15 seconds. It's resistance 4. We're up. Big change there, I know. Then you've got 5 minutes on the clock. Resistance 4, standing up for only a minute. 4, 3, 2, 1. Up we get. Okay, 5 minutes on the clock. This is resistance 4. Oh man. That's like, oh. Do you know what I mean? The difference between a standing up in resistance 4 and sitting down in resistance 1 is like, boom. Big old difference. It's a bit of that. It's a bit like, we're getting through, but like, oh my gosh. Got a fun bit of hair there sticking out. That's fun. 15 seconds, we sit it down in resistance 4. You don't touch your resistance. So you bring that pace up to about 70 to 80. In 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Love that drop, boom. Seconds time, I'm gonna bring it down to resistance 3. So all we're gonna do for the final, well, to finish up this round, is we're gonna slowly bring it down in that resistance. It's gonna become easier, but as it becomes easier, as it becomes less resistance there, we go faster, obviously. So in 15 seconds time, it's almost like every time we come down in an incline, you pick up your speed. 10 seconds, resistance 3, 80 to 90, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's also purple zone team. Do you know what that means? I do. It's your final 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes. And that includes your cool down. So we don't actually have How much left? You've got about 5 minutes overall left of hard riding. Less than 10 minutes left of your entire class. So you're on resistance 3 right now. Resistance 2 coming up. 4, 3, Motosumo, 2, 1, go! Do. Yes, Stu, yes, Oro. And you know where we're going that last minute? God, this song is good. You know what this song is called? Higher Berries. Higher Berries. I don't know either. I don't know, but it's a good song. 25 seconds time. Give me that resistance 1, and yo, you better give me that speed. 15 seconds. Dare I say a little bit of red zone, Stu, or I'm looking at you two. Okay, resistance 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Stu, hello. There we go. Yes, Oro. Final 20 seconds, go. Four, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're nearly there. You guys have been incredible. We got a little finisher to go, you know? We want to finish it off in style. We've done these long rounds, we've been building that endurance, we've been working with a bit of speed, but alongside other sort of long rounds, other resistances, to work on that engine, to work on that endurance, to work on those lungs, to work on that muscular endurance. It's different than a sprint. We're going to kind of combine this time to finish off. And we're going to do another race. We're going to come into it from a bit of a climb. So everyone's going to stand up. And resistance 4. Let's go. And on the drop, we're going to sit it down at resistance 2, and you're going to give me everything. Three, 2, 1, go! So this is it. Ninety seconds left. What have we got left in the tank, team? Come on. "30 seconds left. 20 seconds. The drum's coming in a sec. We've only got 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll stay there, don't worry. Breathe. Breathe. It's true, you took the gold. You waited till the last race. Well deserved. Oro, unreal. Yeah, we breathe now. That was a good class. What about you guys? So breathe for me. Nice and slowly take those big deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Slowly start to roll those shoulders back for me. Always breathing. So the point of it is obviously to slow everything down. It basically tells your body you're done. You finished it. Because your body goes into a bit of a fight or flight mode of like, whoa. And so what that breathing does, start to regulate that and start to control it and start to stop blood being pumping around to your muscles and everything, and sort of, again, tells your body it's time to chill. Before you go rush off, enjoy your day, start your day, end your day, whenever you're doing this class, before you get off your bike, it's good to breathe. Sounds simple, sounds easy, but the benefit is endless. Slowly start to roll your shoulders back there for me. And let's go forward as well. Head over to one side. Before sending it over to the other. And in the middle. What we can do is going to take a final big deep breath in. Hold it. Breathe out. We're going to stand up now. Push your heels down, push your hips back. You give me a little wiggle into that. It's a very mysterious song, this, isn't it? The song is called A Hard Truth. You can see why. Okay, let's spin around the other way, do the same thing on the other side. Lovely little wiggle out. Good. From there, you're going to come back, you're going to lift those arms up. Give me a little lean over to one side. And a little lean over to the other side. Bring it round into the center where you were done. Thank you so much, team. You're absolute heroes. Sending all my love to you wherever you are, all over the world. Thank you very much for joining me on this Motosumo class. My name is Ben. You guys have been amazing. Make sure you click pause and save. Make sure you find us on social media as well. Peace and love, team, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.